If you appreciate our content, please click the thumbs up button and subscribe to our channel. That will really help us to reach more people. Thank you.
Welcome to Unity Spiritual Center. And today we have our own Brian Griesmeyer, who's going to deliver the lesson today. But right now, I invite you to stand up. We're going to sing All Are Welcome Here. Hold on just a second. Of course, I'm not. Let's see here. One, two, okay. 1, 2, 3, here we go. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Here's where the words start. Broken hearts and broken wings. Bring it all and everything. Bring the song you fear to sing. All are welcome here. Even if you broke your vow, 1,000 times come anyhow. We're stepping into the power of now. All are welcome here. Here's the law part. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Second verse. See the Father and the Son reunited, here they come, dancing to the sacred drum. They know they're welcome here. See the shaman and the priest, see the beauty and the beast, singing I have been released. I am welcome here. Go on. La, 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 la. 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 La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Last verse. Bring your laughter and your tears, your busy lives and your careers, and bring the pain you carried for years. All are welcome here. Freedom's not so far away. There's just one price we have to pay. Live our dreams till they fade away. Just let them go. Lost. La, 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 la. 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 La, 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 la. La, 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 la. We're stepping into the power of now. All are welcome here. All right, thank you.
Good morning. Everyone who is welcome here. You all are welcome here.
And welcome back.
Yes, thank you. It's good to be back. And I'm really excited. Thank you. And I want to give a shout out to everybody who kept the ship running so smoothly while I was gone. It's rare that a minister gets to go away for that long and not worry about anything, and I did not. So thank you to everybody. And I'm not used to standing behind the podium to do this in the morning. Let's pull out our phones and check in on our social media with our affirmation for today. My inherent good transcends belief systems. And it's up there on the screen if you need to look at it. My inherent good transcends belief systems. And once you have done that, please put your phone on Do Not Disturb. You can keep it out. In fact, I encourage you to keep it out and share thoughts or ahas or wows or anything like that with your friends. It helps people know we're here. We want people to know we're here because we've got a great community. Am I right? Yes. All right. Okay, what do we do next? Oh, announcements. I get to do the announcements today. We've got some really exciting things happening. How many of you love burritos? Come on, this is New Mexico. We love burritos. Well, guess what? Today, our YOU will be taking pre-orders on burritos. They will be delivered next week. So make sure you see our youth. They have a table in the back after service, and order your burritos. I like to stock up. I buy about a dozen or so, and I put them in the freezer. They're handy, and they're not only that, but they're good. Our YOU is raising money. They are going to be serving our Uniteens in our region. Let the motorcycle go by. In October, they will be traveling to Oklahoma, where our teenagers will be putting on a rally and hosting it for our preteens throughout the region. So this is a big deal for them, and we want to support them in making it happen. So thank you in advance for supporting our youth. Today is the last day you can turn in your ideas for the Name the Band contest. We've got some great names. I think at last count we had 89 submissions.
We definitely have some good ones.
Something like that? Yeah? So we're excited. Todd and the band will be going through them and picking out their favorite. There will be a prize. We still don't know what it is, but it'll be cool, I promise you. Maybe it'll be an extra dozen burritos. No, I'm just kidding. So this is the last week to get them in. You'll need to get them in by Tuesday morning, and you can email them to the office at abqunity.org. On Saturday, September 28th, that's a week from today, the Covenant Presbyterian Church, just down the road from us, is hosting a poverty simulation workshop. This is open to everybody. There is no charge for it, but you do need to RSVP. So please, if you have, we have the information in the e-letter, or you can contact us in the office and we will get you registered. There will not be a chance this month. No chance for chance. They are taking a hiatus because of I don't know why, but they are.
Yeah, we're taking a day.
They're taking a break, and it will resume in October. Finally, how many of you love our hospitality time together after service? Yes. We need volunteers. Elaine is taking care of her husband right now, and she will not be available for a while. Bob and Carly are moving, well, they're not moving permanently, but they're going away for the winter. So our hospitality team is definitely going to need some help over the winter, for sure. Please see us, either myself or Glenda or anybody on the hospitality team if you'd like to volunteer. We want to keep our time of community together after the service going throughout the winter, and we definitely need some help with that. So we thank you for that in advance, too. And I'd like to introduce our worship team. Oh, you can see more of our announcements online, on our website, on our Facebook page. We send out a e-blast at the beginning of the week with the week's happenings. Make sure you check it out. Now I'd like to introduce our worship team today. Brian Griesmeyer is our guest speaker and meditation leader. Yay, Brian! And I've been looking forward to him doing this lesson for about a year when you first approached me about it. So I'm excited. Jeff is our trustee of the day. I'm the platform host. Ellen and Carol are our prayer chaplains, and they will be available on either side of the sanctuary to pray with you after the service. You can come to them with prayers and prayers of thanksgiving. We love to hear gratitude prayers. Todd, of course, is our music director. Our band is Brian. He's doing double duty today. Sharon and Todd. And thank you to Austin, Sal, and Elizabeth working our AVLM booth today. Making it possible for all of you, like Maria and Leo out there in our Facebook world, to watch the service and make everybody sound good. Thank you, guys. And with that, now I'd like to invite up our daily word reader. Oh, no, sorry. I don't usually do this, so I'm not good at it yet. First, I would like to invite up Jeff, our trustee of the day.
Good morning, Unity. Happy autumnal equinox. I practiced that in the shower, autumnal, or better known as fall. Say that autumnal equinox 5 times. My name is Jeff Siddall. I am your trustee of the day, and I'd like you to join me in reciting the vision together. Centered in love, we see a harmonious world of divine expression. Mission? We inspire spiritual growth through honoring many paths, education, prayer, sacred service, and abundant living. The core values? We are Christ-centered, loving, inclusive, joyous, uplifting, open-minded, and fun. And then the Unity Credo. We believe all people are created with sacred worth. We serve all people in emotional and spiritual ways. We welcome the diversity of all. God and unity leave no one out. At this time, we're going to give the love offerings, and if you've been reading the emails every week, we put the exact dollar amount that we take in for the week and how well we're meeting our goal. As you know, our goal is $5,000 a week or $20,000 for a month, and what we take in from week to week is communicated with you to be as transparent as possible about meeting our financial obligations. So there are multiple ways to give. You can give in person. The YOUs are going to come around with the offering baskets. The Church Center app, which is very handy and convenient. You can give online at www.uscabq.org/give, or you can give on your phone, text to give, 84321. Please join me for the offering blessing. Divine love, as me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive.
One, two, here we go. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing's gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smile at the rising sun. 3 little birds is by my doorstep, singing sweet songs with melodies pure and true. Singing, this is my message to you. Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing's gonna be alright. Singing, don't worry now about a thing, 'cause every little thing's gonna be alright.
Dedication. In a universe overflowing with the allness of God, all the needs and desires of Unity Spiritual Center and those we serve are bountifully met. From every direction, known and unknown, expected and unexpected, our abundant good is here and now. Thank you, God.
Thank you, Jeff. It's time for a congregational song, so I invite you to stand. We're going to sing Down in My Soul. That's a familiar one for us. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. I hear the music.
I hear the music
Down in my soul.
down in my soul.
I hear the music.
I hear the music
Down in my soul.
down in my soul.
I hear the music.
I hear the music
Down in my soul.
down in my soul.
And the whole wide world is my home. I got a new day.
I got a new day
Down in my soul.
down in my soul.
I got a new day.
I got a new day
Down in my soul.
down in my soul.
I got a new day.
I got a new day
Down in my soul.
down in my soul.
And the whole wide world is my home. I love the silence.
I love the silence
Down in my soul.
down in my soul.
I love the silence.
I love the silence
Down in my soul.
down in my soul.
I love the silence.
I love the silence
Down in my soul.
down in my soul.
And the whole wide world is my home. Well, I feel the power.
I feel the power
Down in my soul.
down in my soul.
I feel the power.
I feel the power
Down in my soul.
down in my soul.
I feel the power.
I feel the power
Down in my soul.
down in my soul.
And the whole wide world is my home. Yes, it is. And the whole wide world is my home. Yeah. Thank you. In this very room, there's quite enough love for one like me. And in this very room, there's quite enough joy for one like me. And there's quite enough hope and quite enough power to chase away any gloom. For Spirit, God's Spirit, is in this very room.
Wholeness. I affirm wholeness with my thoughts, words, and actions. The principle of wholeness is part of my true nature. Even if I am facing a health challenge, divine life, health, and wholeness are active in every cell of my body. Knowing this, I hold thoughts of wholeness and speak life-affirming words. I give my body the rest, nourishment, and care that will help it to restore health. I refuse to allow thoughts of sickness or weakness to grow in my consciousness. I seek support among friends and family who share my beliefs in wholeness. I feel honored when I'm asked to support wholeness for others during prayer. I look beyond any appearance of illness with faith-filled vision. I decree that principle of wholeness is fully present in those whom I pray for. Their innate bodily intelligence uses it to restore total health with ease and grace. I affirm wholeness with my thoughts, words, and actions.
And I invite you all, take a deep breath. Feel that wholeness. Affirm that wholeness. Close your eyes if you are comfortable doing so. And breathe in one more time. Breathing in and out. Letting your consciousness and your attention rest only with your breath as it simply flows in and out effortlessly. Breath drawing the air, nourishing your lungs, your vital organs, drawing that breath deep. Notice that the chair perfectly supporting your body, your feet are firmly on the ground, but is also perfectly supporting. And with each breath, draw the air all the way to your toes. To your fingertips. As you feel your mind wander, simply notice it and bring it back to your breath. Moving through your body. You can feel the wholeness in each cell. Each cell produces exactly what your body needs to be complete and whole. And as we fall deeper into our breath, we think of something that is no longer serving us, that is no longer wholeness. Maybe it's an illness. Maybe it's a false belief about yourself. We deny that. Deny that we are anything other than whole. As we exhale that denial, we breathe in wholeness. And I invite you to say it. I am whole. Breathe in wholeness. You can feel that wholeness vibrating in every cell. As we continue to breathe deeper into wholeness, continuing our mantra, denying what we are not, affirming that we are whole. Let our thoughts go so that we can touch the silence. Bring our attention back to this room, place where we are, this now moment. We affirm again, I am whole. Every cell in my body is wholeness. Right here, in this very room.
In this very room, there's quite enough love for all the world. And in this very room, there's quite enough joy for all the world. And there's quite enough hope and quite enough power to chase away any gloom. For Spirit, God's Spirit, God's Spirit is in this very room. All right, we're going to do a song that was co-written by Olivia Newton-John, and she sang it. I bet you didn't know she had a little career as a singer of spiritual songs near the end of her life. But this is called Let Go, Let God. 1, 2, 4. When you can't find your direction and your heart won't guide your home, let go and let God. When your dreams are broken in the dust and you lost the will to trust, let go and let God. Let the signs remind you we are passengers. Let the signs remind you to surrender, to surrender. Let go, let go, and let God, let God. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. When you face a dying fire, there's no spark to feed the flame. Let go and let God. When your courage fails you and the well of hope runs dry, let go and let God. Let the signs remind you we are passengers. Let the signs remind you to surrender, to surrender. Let go, and let God. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho and let God,
and let God
let go. And let God. All right, thank you. And thank you, Brian. Brian's doing double duty today.
And thank you, Todd. Thank you, music team, which I'm a part of. So thank you to myself. So I really love that song, Let Go and Let God. It feels good. Sing it, it feels good to imagine letting go and letting God. But what if I told you all that I don't believe in God? I was raised without a religion. I was raised without going to church, without believing in God, without being told I had to believe in God. My parents were raised Catholic and both made the decision to raise myself and my sister without any kind of religion or belief system with respect to God. I never read the Bible. I haven't to this day. I actually wouldn't know where to start because there's so many translations, right? I don't know which one is the correct one. Where am I supposed to read? I'm not really familiar with the verses other than ones that are probably popular in pop culture. I do remember as a young child being presented with this image of Jesus on the cross and just being fixated and almost scared because it was very graphic. And that to me was what church was. It was something I didn't fully understand. I did go a few times as a kid with friends, and I always felt kind of uneasy, not sure what to do. Everybody seemed to know the songs to sing and what to say and the motions to make, and I had no idea, and I thought, oh my gosh, am I being disrespectful by not doing what everyone else is doing? So I'd try and follow along, but I never really felt comfortable with it all. So that doesn't mean I didn't have beliefs, though. As a child, our imaginations run wild, and we still believe in things, and we want to believe in things, and everything is so amazing when you're a young child that you can't really understand it all. Or, even as adults, we probably can't understand it all, but especially when we're children filled with that wonder, that childlike wonder. I had beliefs, right? My parents taught us reason, logic, and science, and evolution, and all these things that I still believe in to this day. There was also things, though, that I didn't understand. My dad also took me on nature trips, on backpacking trips, so I had a very strong belief in nature and appreciating the wonder of trees and insects and birds and animals. And just being out there in nature made me feel at peace, like I imagined church was supposed to make. So I also had strong, imagination as a child, and probably from pop culture, I kind of assimilated certain beliefs. I think one was probably the Force, right, from Star Wars. We've done whole lessons on that in here, and, that spoke to me. I was like, yeah, gosh, we can move things with our minds. We can just, if we just believe it enough, and we imagine it enough, and we focus all that energy into it, we can, move objects. But it never really worked for me as a kid. I wasn't able to move any object with my mind, but I still believed that I had that power as a kid. It's just that I always told myself, well, it's because there's some doubt, right? Because probably still taking from Star Wars, you just don't believe it enough to actually make it happen. And then I thought, well, maybe that's why nobody can, because everybody has that shred of doubt, or, and that keeps us from truly believing 100% and being able to actually shift reality with our minds. And I thought maybe humans will get there someday. Maybe someday we'll be able to push all those doubts out of our minds. So that was one thing that I believed in. And it continued on as I grew up. even like, I remember watching baseball games. My team was down in the bottom of the ninth inning, and for people that aren't familiar with baseball, that's like the last chance. You're down to the very last chance, and I thought, they're down by 6, but here it is. They're still going to do it, and I'm just believing it, right? But alas, it didn't work. And so I thought, again, it's just, I just didn't believe it's strong enough. Just not strong enough. But I still thought, and I did see how thinking thoughts and believing in things could alter how things turned out sometimes. It did seem like I had that power in other instances, where just merely focusing and concentrating and thinking about something you want really bad, sometimes then it would actually happen. Was it coincidence? Was it this power that I was unlocking in my mind? I don't know. As I grew older, though, it still didn't fit for me with church and religion, because my main encounters as I got older, especially in middle school as a teenager, was people proselytizing, right? They were coming to me, telling me that I needed to accept Jesus as my personal Savior. I needed to believe in God in order to get to heaven. I had to accept this belief system, but it seemed like the most important belief was believing in this thing or person. And then there was this other message that went along with it that was, and that person or thing that you have to believe in, they've already figured everything out for you, right? God has a plan. God has a plan for you. And I didn't like that as growing up. I wanted to believe that I was planning my own plan, right? I wanted to believe that I had that power of my mind to change my reality. And so I rejected that. And then I think what it came down to was this base question for me of, well, what if I lived my life in accordance with all of the tenets, all of the teachings of a religion, all of the good things, right? If I lived like Jesus Christ, but I didn't believe in Jesus, does that mean I don't get to go to heaven? It never made sense to me. I couldn't understand how, if you live your life treating people how they want to be treated and in accordance with your, doing the best and being your best self, that you could still somehow get not allowed into heaven because you didn't believe the most important belief, which is belief in this outer thing that was in power and actually had all the power over you, even if you didn't believe it. So that's where my upbringing was. That's what my ultimate question that I never could have answered by any religion that I went to. And it's not like I sought them out or searched or did a canvassing of different religions, but at least the ones that came to me or I encountered, which maybe wasn't a good sample, right? It was mostly ones that had this message of you need to accept Jesus. And so I didn't really agree with that. So you might ask, what am I doing here? Right? Why am I talking to you all today? Well, that could be a whole lesson in its own. But I don't want to just talk about myself, right? So I think that the short version is that in about 2012, I reached a turning point in my life. Really, my belief system, my logic and reasoning and science and everything, it only took me so far, right? I had challenges that I wasn't able to face in my life, and that eventually when I was turning to face them, I had to draw on something more than just logic and reasoning to get through it. And really, I have to share that the reason I'm here specifically is because during that time of my life, I was focused on saying yes to life, saying yes to things that presented themselves. And one of the things that presented itself was my daughter, Kelsey, saying, why don't we go to church? And I said, why not? Right? Why not? Let's say yes to that. Why do I have to, bring all the baggage that was in my mind about what church is? Let's see what it is for real and actually go there and participate. And we heard about unity, and it was described to me, I think, as a church of positive thinking. That's what it was. So I thought, great, we can't go wrong with that. That sounds good. What harm is there? So that's why we started to come here to Unity. And that's where I started to learn about what unity is. And the first thing I learned was that there was 5 spiritual principles that we have here. And I started out volunteering with the youth and family program. So I'm going to tell those 5 principles as I remember them from that class, which is, maybe there's different versions, but basically, and I remember this from a song, is God is good, so are we create our own reality, we believe in affirmative prayer to connect with that, and we have to take action. And I think it was described as like truth in action brings satisfaction, something like that. Or a song that I sang, I can't remember what it was, but we have to walk the walk and talk the talk, right? We can't just think all these things. So I was drawn in, and you could probably guess which principle I was drawn to. It was that third one. So I'm going to start there with, do I need to believe in God to come to church, right? Because that's kind of the question I've posed today. So for that third principle, I always thought, and I'll call what I used to believe in, as being more wishful thinking. It was more like, imagining that your team's going to win and wanting something so bad, wanting to change a reality that you actually can't change, right? There was millions of other people wanting the other team to win, and, it really didn't probably come down to any of that. It came down to, it happened to be that the wind hit the ball in a certain way, and it turned, and it was a ball and called a strike on accident. I mean, there's so many variables, right? We don't have that much control over things. So I started to deepen my understanding of what it means to think things into existence or to manifest our reality. And I started to understand that actually, there's a lot of benefit to being able to think about things and focus on what you want and really believe in something that will eventually maybe cause some things to happen that are in alignment with that want. But actually, the real power in creating our own reality is being able to assign the meaning to things that happen. This isn't wanting things to happen that don't happen, or wanting the past to be different, or wanting something in the future that may or may not happen. It's taking what is, taking the experiences that you do have, and you get to, with your thoughts, decide what it means in your life. You get to be the main character of your own story, and you get to decide how significant or insignificant things are that happen to you. This third principle, this spiritual principle, actually started to transform challenges for me into opportunities for growth, right? That's something that I could apply in my life. I just have to change my thinking about what's happening and see it a little bit differently. And the way I do that is with my thoughts, by just thinking of it differently. So what we think about, we bring about. This clearly aligned with what I already thought as a kid. So it allows us to lean into things that are happening as opposed to resisting reality. As opposed to wanting your team to win and they don't, you can decide what that means. Oh, this is just their starting point for the rest of, their growth. This is just a building period or something. So I started to use that immediately. I started to lean into life. It was already in alignment with saying yes to things and being able to stop resisting the reality that I was in. Stop resisting the way the past is because we can't change it. We instead have to decide what the past means and decide that maybe it doesn't have any energy or hold over us. It made me become more aware of what I'm focusing my thoughts on. Am I wishing for reality to be different, or am I affirming that things are as they should be? Hard. And what I found was that my thoughts, I don't know if you all have experienced this, but sometimes my thoughts went out of control, right? Sometimes they went to places that I didn't want them to go. And how do I bring them back to where I want? How do I stop that train from derailing into a place of bringing about things that I actually don't want to have happen, right? How do I stop dwelling? How do I have better self-talk, right? That's this third principle too. How am I talking to myself? Because all those thoughts, all that inner dialogue that you may or may not have, that's all creating your reality too. This is how you're talking to yourself. Are you talking to yourself like a friend? Are you building yourself up? Are you encouraging? Or are you saying things to yourself that you would never say to your friend? Are you saying things that are just rude to yourself? Right? Stop. But it's not that easy, is it? It's not that easy. So that's where the fourth principle comes into play. And it's affirmative prayer or meditation is the way I've heard it described here. It's practicing something to get control of your thoughts. That's really what this practice is. And do you have to believe in God to do that? Well, it is prayer. Does that require a belief in God? Well, I read a book when I first started coming here called How to Pray Without Talking to God. And I kind of borrowed my title from it because it's a attention grabber, and really the whole premise of the book was to do similar to what we did in our meditation today. It's simply coming up with denials that are meaningful to yourself, and then coming up with affirmations that are meaningful to yourself, and then using those to intentionally force your thoughts into those two categories. You can pick a denial. It's something that's no longer serving you. It may be something that you've been telling yourself in your head for a long time, but you can stop that by denying the power of that, by denying that false belief. And then you can fill in the space by affirming what you want. And these don't have to be complicated, right? I used it when I was studying for the bar, when I was going to law school. I would simply breathe in confidence and knowledge and exhale doubt. And I did it over and over and over again. And you know what? While I was doing that, I wasn't able to think about all of the worry, all of the uncertainty, all of those thoughts that were invading my ability to be in the moment. So this can really be any practice, this fourth principle, that brings you into the moment. It doesn't have to necessarily be meditation and prayer, I don't think. But Reverend. It could simply be that you are going on a walk. You're doing something that for you brings you into the present time, takes you out of thinking about the past or thinking about the future, and brings you into the now moment that just expands, right? We never actually are in the past or the future. We're always just in the present. And it's just our minds and our thoughts that run away and take us to other places where we're not really there. And that takes us out of the present. So we can't realize and enjoy and be fully there for what's actually occurring in our reality at that time. So, I've tried meditation, I've tried this affirmative prayer practice, tried physical activity, and it all works and it helps. And actually, this practice can be as simple as just recognizing that our thoughts are prayers, right? That's one that I've heard before. Every thought that you're thinking to yourself is a communication that's putting energy towards something. And when we start to realize that, when we start to recognize where our thoughts are going, sometimes that's all it takes to start improving your control over your thoughts, is just to notice where they're going, is just to notice what's going on. Just that awareness. Oh, my thoughts are trailing off. That's all it takes sometimes. It's like a meditation practice where you may never really feel like you touch the silence, right? Your thoughts are still always going. Or maybe you do for just that split second, and then what happens? You realize that I wasn't thinking about anything, and then you're like, oh, dang, I'm thinking about something now, right? So, but that's okay. If you just touch it for a split millisecond, that awareness is starting to rein in your own control over your own thoughts. So, great, we can do that too. This can help us. And I'm thinking, I don't have to believe in God for this. This is fine. Then I like the fifth principle, because taking action is also part of what helps us live our best lives. It's not enough that we just think really hard about something or just say affirmations in the mirror every day, right? Like, that's not really going to change things. It might help you feel better in the moment, but are you going to bring about a change in your reality, a change that you can actually make without action? I don't think so. And this is a very simple thing. You have to get very clear on what it is that you want. What do you actually want? And then you have to think of, what is the next small step that I can take today, right now, that is in alignment with what I am or what I came here to be, what I want to be. This action, after we've started to rein in our thoughts and aware of our focus, and then we start to affirm who we are and deny the things that we aren't, then we can take the next small step in alignment with who we came here to be. We can do the next thing that is ours to do in the moment. Maybe it's something that you're realizing nobody else is going to do. Nobody else is going to do this if I don't do it. Maybe that's your calling. That's why you have to take that action, that next step. Or maybe you're just trying to make a lifestyle change or make some change or work towards a goal of yours. That's where the small steps come in. Because as long as you're taking that small step forward, over time, you can walk a long way. If you just take one small step every day of the year, that's 365 steps forward towards a goal. And that's a lot of steps. As long as you're not stepping backwards. But even if you are, right, be gentle with yourself. Go back to that third and fourth principle. Don't beat yourself up for it, or at least be as nice as you would be to a friend. And as long as we're taking small steps towards who we came here to be, and as long as we're clear on what it is that we want to be, then we can make improvements that I think have a tremendous impact on the world. And we don't necessarily have to believe in God for any of that either. I think taking action is part of what we can do to impact the world and make everything better. And it doesn't require any set of beliefs. It doesn't require adherence to a certain belief system or accepting a God. You can just act in alignment with what is best, as long as you're clear on it. And that doesn't mean that there's not competing views in the world, right? There's lots of ideas of what's right. But we can't really just be an observer without impacting what we're observing. And this is borne out by quantum physics even, right? It's the particle or the wave. And which one it is depends on if you're looking at it. So none of us are blessed with being able to just sit back and observe, because everything that we're looking at is being affected by us. We're having an impact in the world. And how are we going to show up? What actions are we going to take? What's the next small step that is mine to do in this moment? That's what I believe the fifth principle is. So, then we come to the first couple of principles, right? Which in the children's song was, God is good and so are we. I think that some of this comes from a rejection of the idea that we're born in original sin. So I like that. I don't like this idea that we're starting from a deficit. It's more like we're children and we have a blank slate. And all we can do is go up from there or maybe down. But at least we're not starting down, right? So I think I could get into that. And then the second one, I think I take both of these principles together because it's really that God is in everything and everywhere present. And it's inherently good. So we're God? Is that what that is? And I started to understand that more the more that I came here and started to really wrap my head around what does believing in God mean in unity. And what I have understood is that we don't believe in a traditional God, the God that is outside of ourselves, that is judging us, that is gatekeeping heaven and hell, that's telling us what we have to do, that has some grand plan for us. We're actually all architects of our own plan. Because all those capacities that we've seen for the highest good are in us. Now, where it started to get tricky for me was understanding that actually it's all those capacities for the worst harm that we've seen too that are actually in us. Right? It's all one. It's all this oneness that flows through us. And that having that understanding, though, began to make me actually look at others who I maybe disagreed with a little bit more empathy. Because I understood that actually I could be having those thoughts too. I could be believing those things or having these opinions that maybe I don't agree with just as easily as I have the ones that I have. I started to understand that this idea that we are all with this capacity for everything, whether it's what we consider good or bad, all that capacity is within us. Then I started to realize that maybe all of us are just experiencing a different aspect of ourselves. And that maybe in a different life, we could be having that experience that we disagree with in this current life, in this current form. The way I look at the first and second principle is really, this is where my thoughts continue to be philosophic. And this is where I continue to try and fully understand what the meaning of us all being one really is. Does it mean that we all agree with each other? Does it mean that we all have to be tolerant of each other? Does it mean that we can't take action against things and people that we disagree with? I still haven't figured that one out. Still haven't. But I think that there has to be some open questions, right? Some area where I can continue to try and deeper understand what's going on. And that's what those first principles are to me. So to bring it back really to the song, letting go and letting God. What that song means to me, using the word God and letting go, it's not necessarily giving up your power to change your reality or to take action in alignment with who you are. It's releasing an idea of what should be. It's releasing an idea that the past needs to be different than it is, even if it's something that happened just a second ago. It's happened, and you can't change it. And letting go of the idea that you need to change it, or that it needs to be anything other than what it is what I think of as letting go. This is then the practice of framing the experience, right? How is this thing that happened that I have no control over, how is it going to affect my life? And you get to decide that yourself to some extent. You get to tell your story about what it means. So I can listen to that song and I can sing that song and I can feel that song without believing in a traditional God that I have to submit to or release my power to. No, to me, this song is about everything, all the 5 principles working together so that we can let go and lean into what's happening, lean into what is. And that's why I picked the affirmation for today that our inherent good transcends any belief system, because I think that everyone can have a very positive impact on the world regardless of their belief system. That may be hard to fathom when you're thinking about people that you don't agree with their belief system. But I think it's possible, at least. If we're all one and we're all experiencing different aspects of ourselves, then our inherent good is transcending belief systems if we're all inherently good. So, I don't think I have to believe in God in a traditional sense. I don't think I have to have any one defining belief be present for me to have a positive impact on the world. And that's why I'm here at Unity, because there's some additional power that can be gained when we do these practices together, when we think together, when we all sit and potentially meditate together, when we all focus our thoughts, our energies on the same thing in alignment with who we are. There's a lot of power in that. And that's why I come here, because there is no required belief. Only useful practices and concepts. Concepts that can be applied to your life and used every day, even if it's just one of the 5 principles or one of the 12 powers that we spent the last 12 weeks learning about. Every single one of them can benefit you. So, in closing, I invite you all to affirm with me that my inherent good transcends belief system. Together, my inherent good transcends belief system. And so it is.
Brian's going to sing a song for us.
I've been working my whole life to cover, was afraid to speak my mind. From judgment, let's shake it up this time. Be honest, not ashamed of what I love. In the darkness, when the stars realign, we are gonna let it shine. I'm waiting for the night to come, I'm waiting for the tide to pull me in. Wait until I find the one, someone who will take me as I am. I'm waiting for the night to come, I've waited all my life. I'm shouting from the rooftops when I look into your eyes. I'm waiting for the night to come, I'm waiting for the night to begin. If I show you that I'm soft, I worry, so I let the gloves come off in a hurry. The taste of my own blood, it was salty, but I fight for what I love, 'cause I'm worthy. It's all those silly little feels I feel. Have you got time to think? I'm going all the way. Are you going all the way? When the stars realign, we are gonna let it shine. I'm waiting for the night to come, I'm waiting for the tide to pull me in. What you say? Hey, hey, hey. I'm waiting till I find the one, someone who will take me as I am. What you say? Hey, hey, hey. I'm waiting for the night to come, I've waited my whole life. I'm shouting from the rooftops when I look into your eyes. I'm waiting for the night to come, I'm waiting for the night to begin. Saving my love, oh yeah. Saving my love, oh yeah. I'm waiting for the night to come, I'm waiting for the night to begin. What you say? Hey, hey, hey. I'm waiting for the night to come, I'm waiting for the tide to pull me in. What you say? Hey, hey, hey. I'm waiting for the night to come, I've waited all my life. I'm staring at the ocean when I look into your eyes. I'm waiting for the night to come, I'm waiting for the night to begin. What you say? Saving my life, oh yeah. Saving my love, oh yeah.
All right, he does it all. Thank you, Brian. We have kids out there.
You're walking in the light of God. 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 You're walking, 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 walking in the light of God. You're walking, 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 walking in the light of God.
Hello, Unity family. Oh, how are you guys today? Awesome. It's wonderful to see you all out there. Just wanted to give a special shout out to Miss Carol today for joining us. It was awesome. And also Miss Barbara. She joined the little kids too. Thank you so much. All right. I think we have some kids that want to share with you. I'm going to go them and then I'll go you, okay?
Today we made a prayer box Mine has lots of glitter on it. It came out really fast. But the inside has like a little bit of glitter.
I see Alex back there.
So today in Uniteens, we planned our burrito bar, which we're having next week. We have signups right back there, and we have a lot. And you guys should get burritos because it was really, really good last time. I don't remember what time last time was, so yeah. Back table back there, by the way.
All right, does anyone else want to share? Okay. Would you please join me in blessing these beautiful children?
All right, now let's stand and we'll sing our prayer for protection and sing our songs. Don't forget, go out that door today and get your burritos ordered. All right, you guys ready?
The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is. Woo! Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment